My goodness, she's enormous. So this is Mr. Drippy's mom? She certainly makes a big first impression, I'll give her that. Lovely girl she was. Where is she, eh? Probably just left her somewhere, didn't you? There's terrible, and to think you're a son of mine. And just look at your nose, man. You should turn that thing off once in a while, you little wastrel. Cost you a fortune, it will. I don't charge myself for using it, do I? Flip, man. And I told you already, we're looking for Alicia, ain't it? Me and the young lad I was telling you about. You never listened to me, man. Oh, you are you? There's kinda you. And suddenly she's listening. Are you deliberately trying to wind me up or something? Honestly. Oh, there's lovely. What is it now, man? You're looking very slim these days, love. What are you on about, man? I'm exactly the same as last time you flippin' saw me. You're just saying things for the sake of it now. I am not. Proper pudgy you were. Not surprising considering how much you used to put away. Little old lard I used to call you. Shut up, man. Oh, hello. Who's this then, eh? Eh? Oh, it's you, Ollie boy. Took your time, didn't you? Oh, you're the little dears who've been going around with my Drippy, is it? Now, which one of you is the poor-hearted one? It's pure-hearted, man. P-U-R-E. The flippin' poor one having you for a mother. Nice to meet you, ma'am. Are you Mr. Drippy's mother? That's right, my lovely. For my sins. Ah, ain't he just adorable? Oh, while I remember, you keep familiars, ain't it, love? I've got a few sweeties by here somewhere. Let me see now. Ah, there we are. Sun drop, star drop, moon drop. Okay, I guess she's... Yep, planet drop. Alright. Thank you so much. Our familiars will be very happy. It's my pleasure, love. Oh, and while you're over by here, I've got something to ask you. You do? What is it, ma'am? Sorry to spring this on you out of the blue like, but... You wouldn't mind taking a look at my guts, would you? Huh? Crikey, you don't get much more out of the blue than that, man. I'll thank you to keep your clever comments to yourself. And I thought I told you to turn that flippin' lantern off. I can't flippin' turn it off, and it's none of your business what I do with it anyway. I'm a grown fairy. When you say take a look at your guts, what do you mean exactly? You mean you'd like us to go inside you and look for something? Something funny's going on here. Something I don't want any part of. Well, what it is, see, they're not coming out. Huh? They're not coming out. The littlies, I mean. I give birth to all of them, see? I'm the mother of all fairies, ain't it? And there's a load in there now who should have come popping out a while back, but nothing. Not a peep. Desperate I am. I'm not sure I understand. Right, it's like this, see? My mom here brings up all the littlies, that's baby fairies to you, inside her tummy. And once they're big enough, out they pop. It's so warm and comfy in there that sometimes the little darlings don't want to come out. I've heard some strange things in my time, but this is, I don't know what this is. I know, love, it's proper strange not them not coming out. You ain't talking about the littlies, man. Anyway, the thing is to get inside ma'am and see what's going on with the littlies, there's a little something you have to do first. That's right, you've got to make me laugh, ain't it? What do you mean? The only way into Mom's tummy is through her mouth, but it's so massive she can't keep it open long unless she's laughing her head off. So why don't you make her laugh, Mr. Drippy? Don't be stupid, man. I've been off the circuit for years. I'm very particular, see? New material only. And his set is as old as the flippin' hills. So we can't help? Never mind, we didn't mean to come to this island anyway. We'll just leave it, shall we? No, we shall not. Drippy, we have to do something. You're right. Proper worried about those littlies I am. Let's go and look for someone who can make the old girl giggle, shall we? But how? I don't know anything about comedy. Well, there's a famous theater over by the fairy ground where us fairies cut our comic teeth, called the Cavity Club it is. And since I taught a couple of the boys down there everything they know, I reckon they'll be happy to help us in our hilarious mission. You taught them? This I have to see. Alright, let's go find the Cavity Club. Thanks, lovelies. Counting on you I am. I was halfway tempted to give her a freaking Yoda voice with that last sentence. But hey, Drippy's back. Yay! Shifty eyes. Anyway, see this freaking chest right here? What does he got? A cup of strong coffee. Alright. And Horace. And of course, yep, gonna have to talk to you. Thankfully I have enough MP for it. Oliver, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. What's wrong, Horace? I stowed away aboard a ship in Castaway Cove, but when I woke up, I was here. I never knew there was a whole forest full of these little loonies. When did this happen? Why, you cheeky little beggar, the fairy ground here has been the center of fairy culture for centuries. Only centuries? Well, it wouldn't have been here since when I was on my travels then. Eh? What do you want about? Nothing. Anyway, it may not be where I expected to see you next, but let's give you your next puzzle anyway, shall we? You're getting to be a pretty good wizard these days, Oliver. That means you must have a genie at your command. A genie? You mean alchemy? Sure I do. Good, then this'll be nice and easy for you. You've seen the formula gathered by wizards over the years in the Wizard's Companion, haven't you? I often used to whip myself up a nice burger when I was on my travels. You did? Burgers are my favorite too. Then you'll know just what that certain special something no burger can do without is, won't you? You know what I'm talking about? It's the one ingredient all burgers need. Let me know when you've worked it out. So you could just go to the Wizard's Companion for this, I suppose. Goddamn stuffy nose! I hate recording with a stuffy nose, but I gotta record something before my sickness goes all out on me, you know? See what I did there? Cause we learned all out. Oh God. Anyway, I think we just checked right here in the provisions section. So for a cheeseburger, the materials are 1 sandwich, 1 crispy lettuce, and 1 glow shrimp. So now we just have to look for something else. There we go, another burger right there. 2 loaves of white bread, a dumb flounder, and crispy lettuce. So what's the common ingredient in both of those, and what we assume to be every other burger in this game? Certain fresh ingredient that no burger can do without. Of course, the answer is going to be crispy lettuce, the only common one between those two. That's right, the one ingredient no burger can do without is a nice portion of crispy lettuce. Burgers, eh? We used to have a burger place by here, you know. McDaffid's it was called. I used to love popping down there for a nice juicy McRarebit. Oh, that does sound good. I'd love to try one. Me too. Wait, I just remembered something. What is it, Mun? There's another page from the Wizard's Companion I meant to give you, but I lost it somewhere. It was for a funny little spell called Levitate. Maybe one of these fairies found it. Anyway, if you come across it, it's yours. Thanks. That means I need to think of something else to give you for answering my question. Oh, I know. It's a question about alchemy, after all. Here you go. And now we got a new formula. I kind of wish it would show us what that formula isn't right here, but hey, we'll just have to take its word for it. The recipe for the Sage of Ages super special mega medicine. You should give it a try. It can cure anything. Right, I can't stay on this island full of loonies any longer. I'm off to the next town. Maybe I'll hop on the back of one of those big sea beasts and ride over to the nearest continent. See you soon. So we can check what that is, because it's going to be in the follow the formula section. And now we have Sage's Secret as a possible formula. So we need 1 tonic, 1 snowflake, and 3 glow caps. We have the glow caps, we just need everything else. And it restores 100 HP and MP. I'm pretty sure that's going to be helpful much later on. In fact, it could be helpful right now. Pretty much fully restores all MP for everyone. And restores a good chunk of the health, too. And still, for now, it's kind of out of our reach, and I'm kind of stuck. There we go. That was a little weird. I must press on before the sickness gets to me. Follow the star.
Hurry up, man, they're on already!
Look at that. They have a little stage and everything.
Take that. Thank you and good night.
Rubbish they are these days, man.
How long is this going to go on for? This is embarrassing.
Crikey, another stinker. Well, if it ain't my old pals, Smiley and Surly. How do, boys? Drippy. How do, mun? Long time no see, eh? Never mind the small talk, you pair of layabouts. What are you doing back by here? I sent you to spy on Flippin' Shadar, didn't I? Well, you see, we just popped back home to get some cash to continue funding our, espionage, ain't it, though? We've been working our socks off, mun. Got a tidy bit of info just the other day we did. See what it is Shadar, see, well, he's what, mun? Spit it out. He's got all horns on his head, ain't it? Well, I know that, don't I? I seen him in the flippin' flesh. So the news you were getting while you were a doll, Mr. Drippy, it was from... That's right, Ollie boy. Smiley and Surly here with my eyes and ears on the ground. Training up some new talent, are you? How do? I'm Smiley from Smiley and Surly. They look a bit wet, mun, and this one by here looks like he'd pinch the dummy from a baby's mouth. He'd pinch the dummy from a baby's... what? You cheeky little... Don't take it personal, man. It's just his way. It's why they call him Surly, ain't it? It's better than grinning your face off all day like this gormless idiot back here. Anyway, nice to meet you and all that. Nice to meet you too. Are these the fairies you said you trained, Drippy? Can we get them to help us make your mum laugh? Oh yeah, it's the least you can do after letting me down in your spying duties. You've heard Mam's all clogged up with lilies, ain't it? Is it? They're serious. We not heard that, mun. Hang on a minute, you two... Now I get it. What is it, Mr. Drippy? Well, it's like this, see. We've been here all this time, and neither one of these two have cracked a single joke. It's worse than I thought, mun. They're broken-hearted! Huh? What? Ah, so that's it, is it, mun? I was wondering what was up with us, like. Trust you to spot it, Drippy boy. Proper shop art you are. Hold on a second, does anyone have a clue what these lunatics are on about? Oh yeah, well it's like this, see. We fairies' hearts are made up of all the different types of comedy. Pieces of art, we call them. You mean like the pieces of heart that human hearts are made up of? Well, it's not really the same, but if it helps you to think of it like that, fair enough. Anyway, when we lose a piece of art, we become art-broken, see? Just like when humans become heartbroken, you mean. Nah, man, what are you on about? Completely different it is. Well, it doesn't sound it. Heartbroken people are just act all weird. Folks who get art broken have it much worse. They stop being funny. I know, terrible, ain't it? I don't think I quite understand what's not to understand, Esther. I get it. That means we're in trouble, right? Because we need to make your mum laugh. Make mom laugh? You're kidding, aren't you? We couldn't make Laughington laugh after a barrel of laughing gas, mun. Sorry, no can do. He's right, mun. We tried giving him a second barrel, but he sicked up, didn't he? Sad, really. We thought he was giggling at first. See, they still kind of have it. Flippin' useless you are, the pair of you. Still, you are heartbroken, I suppose. Alright, we'll help you. You will? Tidy. A proper legend you are, Drippy boy. If we don't get the funny soon, we'll have to split up. Imagine, it's after 17 years. Yeah, split up? This is the first I flippin' heard about it. You're right, we should help them, just like you and Oliver helped me. Tidy, that's that decided then. Let's get all the pieces of art together and give these boys a laugh injection, shall we? Nice one, Drippy boy. You don't want to see us split up, eh? What do you keep going on about splitting up for, man? We never said nothing about it. Righto, Ollie boy, get your piece of art gathering hat on. I reckon 8 should do it. Sound about right to you? Come on, let's do it. We can't let them split up. How many times, man? We're not flipping splitting up. Okay, so pretty much this is kind of a fetch quest, of course, of sorts. So you're gonna see all those blue glowing points on the map. That's every single piece of piece of art that we have to go for. And I'm hoping, and yes it was. I didn't want to check. I finally went in the menu, and we got a cheeseburger. All right, and you get the hell out of my way real quick. 100 guilders right there. Think what I'm going to do is go for every piece of art from like the entrance of the area to closer to the to the cavity club. So I'm going to just start cutting around here and there. But first, I think there is going to be something we have to grab right around here. And it's from a freaking bird. So nature's tongue. God, how did I ever end up in this nest of gnomes? Boy, who you calling gnomes, you cheeky little flapper? You know how to give a girl a fight. How come you can understand me? Well, never mind. It's just nice to have someone to unburden myself to. Here, take this. One good turn deserves another, eh? And now we have that levitate spell. So it ended up in the mouth of a bird. Glad to be of service. It's a page from the Wizard's Companion for a spell called levitate. Why would a seagull be carrying a spell that makes you float? It's obvious, ain't it? He likes a bit of light reading. Boom, boom! Jeepers. Yeah, I'm dying now. Shit. Actually, since we are going to be using MP for this, I'm going to heal up right here. And I should mention this right now. The freaking fairies dressed up as the NPCs we've seen to before. Look at this freaking adorableness right here. Oh, right. This one has a piece of art. Been feeling the cold so bad lately, I've not had a chance to do much but shiver. It's been, preposterous. Cracking one, poor old you. Ollie boy, you think we can help the old feller out with a quick spell? So you would think to try every single spell right here. Look at that. You're joking, ain't you? Try again, clever clogs. So he said he have a cold and they're shivering like crazy. Look through all these everyday spells, you won't find one that's catered to that. You want to set the fucker on fire with Fireball. Makes total sense. Or frostbite, no. Make him even colder. Why not? Yeah, I'm on flippin' fire. What'd you do that for, you prat? Hang about, I ain't cold no more. I'm lovely and toasty, in fact. There's praiseworthy. Here, this is what you were after. That it is. Tidy, we'll have that. And our first piece of art. I wanted to sleep here for a freaking change. There we go, 90 guilders. Need all the MP I can take. And for sleeping at this, we get the map, or rather a region of the world for Tahiti. It's a weird name, but still pretty funny. Tee-hee. I got these horns on my head, ain't it? And lately they've got hell of a long, and now they're proper heavy. Killing my neck they are. Hear that, Ollie boy? Sounds like a job for spellcasting superheroes such as your fine young self. So, yeah, this is the instance where I think we need the levitate spell, so I don't know how they would have made it so that you'd have to get, like, the levitate spell from Horus. Well, I guess maybe the bird would have had the levitate spell anyway, so you would have had to check it. But anyway, where's levitate at? Now, there it is. Costs 5 NP. Gently lifts the caster off the ground for a short period of time. So, of course, makes them lighter. Cracky, it feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Horns, they feel more like flippin' feathers. Light as they are. Nice one, Drapey boy. And, of course, here we get another piece of art. There should be another one right nearby, right here. And freaking camera and the look of it all and whatnot. Alright, great Gary Funface. You got any decent food I can have? The stuff they serve by here is rubbish. It's not very nice, is it? Can't blame you, mind. I've eaten by here. And we whip something up with our magic, of course. And of course, we're still going to be using this. This is actually the second time we've used it. Who'd have freaking thought we'd actually need it again? What's this? Flip, man, this is delicious. You've restored my faith in food. And, of course, you're going to give us another piece of art. So, yeah, I think we're going to be making use of spells that you wouldn't have thought we'd be using ever. And look at this. Look at this freaking NPC. So adorable. A fairy version of that freaking thing. Who nice to see who? Stop it, you're making me blush. I've just broken this giant jar, see? Who'd have thought I'd be so clumsy? Cracky, there's unfortunate. You're lucky we stopped by, and of course, yeah, we're gonna magic it together for you. And the spell for that, rejuvenate. That one NPC right next to him, just like, And, of course, we're going to get another piece of art with that. He just keeps looking back and forth at us. Look at that one. He is so amazed of our magic abilities. He just keeps looking back and forth. It's like, what the fuck are you? Anyway, there should be another one right here. I don't have time for that right now, man. I can't get this flipping lid open. Lid lock, eh? Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And pop the jar open. Well, we do have this, but it's technically not a lock. Encourages that which is shut tight to open. Well, that, by the description of the thing, it makes sense. But by the name of it, spring lock, not spring jar. Why not just call it spring? Thanks, Flip, for that. Now I can finally have a nice pickled egg. And, of course, yeah, you're going to give us our next piece of art. They all look the same to me, though. I guess I just don't know comedy. And look at this. The Cottermaster store. A fairy dressed as the Cottermaster. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if I'm just being a little too enthusiastic about the whole thing, but it's so freaking adorable. Anyway, I might have, but I'm a bit busy at the moment. Pressing flowers I am, see. Oh, I would be, only the stone I'm weighing them down with ain't flapping heavy enough. Cracky, we can't let traditional fairy handicrafts like that die out, man. Don't worry, all of here's probably got just the spell to help you. So something to make something heavier. You're gonna look through their everyday spells. Nothing. So you want to look through the battle spells, and you just see the name Burden weighs down certain subjects, slowing their movement. Well, we don't have to worry about slowing movement, but we do have to worry about the weight. Heavy as anything it is now. I'll press my flowers to perfection. This will give me something to crow about to the boys. Yeah, you're gonna be having one for us, because obviously you are a glue-blowing point on the map. And it's freaking great that you are. Look at you! Look at you! I just want to take you with me. Put Flip and Slippy or Drippy in your place. I can't even remember his name. That's just how freaking adorable you are. And actually, oh yeah, there's a wandering NPC that has a piece of art for us. No, Monday, I got homework to do, ain't it? Homework? Pull the other one. Listen, you got any pieces of art spare? No, man, I ain't, man. I've got homework, honest. I'm supposed to grow these seeds right here, but they ain't so much as sprouted. Not sprouted, eh? Look like they need a bit of helping hand. Of course, we're gonna have to do something with nature. Quicken growth. Speeds up the growth, but shortens their lives. But hey, as long as it's just for homework. As long as it survives until tomorrow, you should be fine. I think that's our 7th, isn't it? Or 6th? I can't tell. Well, I see a couple NPCs with pieces of heart we can take, but I'll get to those in a little bit, because I still want to check out the stores after this. Crikey, you still going, are you? Of course I am, man. There's life in this old fairy yet. Can I help you with something, Drippy boy? As a matter of fact, you can. Got any pieces of art going begging? How am I supposed to know? My cleaner's run off and I can't find flipping anything. This floor ain't going to sweep itself now, is it? Ain't it? I wouldn't be so sure about that. What do you reckon, Ollie boy? I think this is going to be like the one and only time we're going to use this, but hey, I might get proven wrong later. We'll find out. Cracky, look at that! The broom's up and started moving all on its own. How did the... Never mind, I ain't looking to gift horse in the mouth. What was it you said you were after, Drippy boy? Of course, another piece of art. I think that's the last one. Tidy, that's a full complement of 8 pieces of art we put together. Let's get this care package over to Smiley and Surly and bring the light of laughter back into their miserable lives. They're probably still rubbing them out. Okay, yeah, well, at least we know where the Cavity Club is still at. We're doing this all in the same session, you know? And while we're at it, let's just grab the pieces of heart. I'm going to let my appetite get the better of me. I can resist it. Just got to be strong. What's wrong? You seem kind of tense. It's alright, man. Just having a little bet with my buddy bite. Here. Gee, what kind of bet? We're seeing how long I can go without eating one of my beloved lard pies. A little test of the old willpower, is it? Nice. How long have you been at it for? Oh, only 5 years, 227 days, 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 16 seconds. Jeepers creepers, you really been doing it that long? That's some serious flippin' restraint. Here, you got a genuine talent there, man. Fancy sharing a bit of it with those who need it? Sharing it? Go on, then. What do I have to do? He's really struggling to not eat that, but... Oh, man, I don't feel like I'm laughing at him. I'm laughing at what he does in between some sentences. Just the... Like, he must really love lard pies if he's kind of like going... or something like that, but you know what I mean. Thinking about, suddenly resisting the pull of the pies feels one heck of a lot easier. Tidy, is this your doing? Taman! Well, at least now he's not... Oh, well, actually, that just ruined it for me. I was gonna have more of a good laugh if he just kept going... And I think it's one of these. I think it might be this one. Let's see now. What's on the specials board today? Flip! What's wrong? What the heck is that smell, man? That'll be the special, I'd reckon. Sausage and custard omelet. Gee, that sounds interesting. You could say that, yeah. This one's gonna be a toughie. Ah, listen to me. That's not my style. Bring it on, man. That's what I meant to say. Huh? You're gonna try it? Of course I am. There ain't a special I haven't tried yet. And there's been some proper weird ones and all. Now that's what I call brave. He's got courage coming out of his eyeballs. He sure does. And of course we're gonna take some of that courage. Mar a few bucketfuls before I notice the difference. Really? He's really confident in his courage too. That's pretty good. But yeah, we're gonna steal some of that. He's like, oh crap, now you took some of my courage. I suddenly don't want to eat this anymore. And then he just runs away. Okay, give him the courage back. Stop him on it, tickles. In a nice way, though. Anyway, as far as I know, of course, there's going to be some new weapons you could find at the Quartermaster store. I would say try doing that now before you get to handing over the freaking pieces of art to Smiley and Surly. And what I recommend, go for any weapons with the storm element. It's not going to help out in the area that's coming up right now, but the area afterwards, it's definitely going to help. So if you have the money for it, invest in it. Though for the area coming up right now, you want to invest in storm resistance. So you want to get these gale robes and sea breeze cloaks, if you have the money for them. In fact, I think I'm probably going to get that for Lamal and the... Jeez, I meant to buy 2 of them, but yeah. First Lamal! And then for this one, the Sea Naiad, I forgot the name. And that's definitely going to shoot up Planter's defense. He's the only one who can actually equip it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get that to Planter. No one can wear this scale armor. So armors actually decrease your accuracy, but they really buff up your defense. A bit of a trade-off with that. And 3 people can equip the Iron Shield, and it's going to put me down 2,100 guilders. But hey, I need more defense, right? 3 of them. I need 3. Give that to them. There we go. We're feeling pretty good about ourselves right now. I think I'll come back to that whenever I'll get the weapons afterwards, because that's what we need for the next area, not the one coming up. And I think there's really not much we can grab here at the boutique. I mean, you could get strong coffee, but it's 800 guilders, which is disturbing, because why does it cost more than a phoenix feather? Just really, they really want you to rely on not using MP so much. Oh god, I don't even know, man. And I think I'm going to start buying 10 of every treat, just to make sure I have enough so I can make some more stuff later, or at least stronger variations of them. I don't know what I really need exactly, but hey, maybe after this... Yeah, there we go, I'm just getting more pie, and I definitely need more ice cream. And I just needed to feed him 1 more ice cream to get him to familiarity 2. And now I can increase his stats even more now. Ain't that nice? And, oh wait, Connie still isn't at that level I wanted him at, isn't she? Oh, jeez. I want to give them C stars so they have more of a chance of inflicting status ailments to help out. Then again, she could learn Sabotage at level 5 and Sandblast at 17. C stars only makes it so you could confuse, I think. Okay, I need a Mohawk. I'm gonna give her a boost. Don't worry, Connie, you're gonna be getting some loving soon enough. And you can use an additional trick. Thank you for that. So it seems I can do something to increase RNGI1's defense a lot quicker, and it's gonna involve the Flan. I'm gonna need 1 Flan. To upgrade it once, I'm gonna need 2 Dumpty eggs and a jar of Bumbler honey, which I thankfully have 1 of. So I think we can mix these together to make a stronger variation of the flan. Come on, hopefully I got it right. Yep, creamy flan. And now I'm going to upgrade that creamy flan even further. Even further beyond, I suppose you could say. So if I remember correctly reading the alchemy book portion of it, we need 2 bunches of babanas, which I thankfully have, and 1 gnome beard, which I thankfully have. Now let's try it out. An even stronger variation of the creamy flan. Babana flan. Oh yeah, that's gonna be some good stuff. Alright, RNGI1, eat it. Eat it now. You need the creamy flan for the increased defense. Please, at least raise it up by 1. Ooh, almost had 2. Okay. Pretty sure it's gonna take 2 regular flans to get this up. Or 3. Never mind. Oh, Jesus. RNGI1, you're a 1. Well, at least we got you up to 2 now. And, yeah. 1 plus 1 to your defense, too. Perfect. Great stuff. Now, can I buy more milk? Because oh, wait, I think I need Bumbler Honey to upgrade the chocolates, too. We couldn't buy the milk anyway. I'm going to start buying more of this stuff. Maybe afterwards. I think I'm pretty much set. Alright, I think I'm pretty much done gallifying. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Is there any new errands we can take? I forgot to check this spot right here. Here it is. Hey, look at that, he's just like the owl guy. Look at that. Oh, man. It's not as adorable as the Hootique one, though. That's not going to be easy to top. So, we already have those bounty hunts underway. We have no bounties to claim and nothing we could even take from now. And if we get 1 card, we could get Jolly Jacktar. And he sends ships progress across the 7 seas. I definitely need that. I really definitely need that. Later, though. We can't even work on any of these errands anyway. And new errands available. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. I forgot to take some from Castaway Cove, too. So, something troubling a swimsuit chopper. A pair of traveling merchants appear to be deep in discussion. And a blue crab has been loitering on the quayside in Castaway Cove. Okay. How did they get an errand from a freaking crab? But, yeah, screw it. Nino Kuni. We'll just leave it at that, I suppose.